York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here goes Hut. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Red 80. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second and 10, Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Switch gears. Motion. Hey, high 7.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
First down.
Watching it run. We own it. You go play.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second and 2, Darnold. And now he'll tuck it and run. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 over. Key 26, key 20.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch one. Hey, tight down.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Mike one. No. Focus, defense, focus. So Mike's number 1. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
I'm coming for you. You must. Go. We got it. That's it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here we go, son. Mike 29. Here we go, D. Yo, 80. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 80. It's me and you. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, Heavy.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
Give me some.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is caught at the 8. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A first down throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On second down now. It's Bell, and on this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try again with Bell. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Here's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Jets will extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack here, second and 11. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Darnold now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught. Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down. Darnold Darnold to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Howard, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10. A little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, listen.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, it's Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one's...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darnold from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Go.
Darnold now to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it. But you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch QB's up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
This is Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, exit. Right there in the middle. 50.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. C.J. Mosley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Darnold. And off the deflection, it's caught. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins. With the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
It's a turnover on down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Slam. Hey, motion backfield.
Now it's Darnold. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kyle Van Noy able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You better be afraid of me.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Back.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. He's checking play. Tight go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A first down throw, Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 20.
2nd and 10. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
We want it. Come in my world.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Take the guitar, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait. Ring spins, A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align with